Hey everybody, welcome back to my dev stream. I'm working on Retro Spaceball again. I did take a couple days to play Rocket League, and that was fun, and I'll probably do some more of that because it is a fun game, but I'm back at work here. So what we have here is game window. It's kind of truncated just to fit in Unity or whatever. But when you play it, the window looks normal. It just looks like that. It's not actually that way. So I'm gonna try to work on this level here, and I don't know. Hopefully finish it. Probably not, but we'll just have to see about that. Yeah. So I'm gonna bring up Twitch here just in case people start chatting, and throw on some background music. Put my headphones down here. Excuse me while I do this. Alright. And this is music that I made. Solo projects. There's one remix of a group project, but for the most part all solo. Okay. So the audio in the game is turned off for now, other than the sound effects. So as you can see, when the ball hits these lasers, it hurts the ball and bounces it away, as if it was getting hit by an enemy shot. Alright. So this tube here, it's going to be like the exit to a tube up above, and I haven't finished that at all yet, so I might start that, I might not. There's some other things that need to be done first though. Mainly some of the colliders are missing completely, and the ball goes right through the wall. So as you can see, I hit a switch there, and now I'm trying to hit the other switch to progress, and that just opened. Right now it just kind of goes away. Eventually it's going to animate. And these are going to be hatches that animate. I just haven't gotten around to that yet. And they're going to hopefully let out the bad guys. Okay, as you can see here, the ball went right through the wall. So that's number one. And yeah, it just kept going through the walls there. And apparently I hit it really hard because it's no longer visible, and let's take a look at what happened there. So we've got our player, and then we've got our pinball. The pinball is still falling really fast, and it just fell through the bottom of the level, but our player is so far away that it's not responsive, and that won't happen when the boundaries are set up. So that's the next step. Let's see what's going on with the boundaries here. So we've got that. So that's one set of boundaries. Let's see what else there is here. I'm gonna put this up here. Obstacle breaks, level obstacles, colliders. Alright, so these are working, but then there's a gap here that there is no collider in, so I'm just going to duplicate First of all, that looks kind of funny the way that it is, doesn't it? both like that. So I'm gonna take that, just shrink that down, and then duplicate both of them, and adjust them manually. I'm just kind of doing this quickly. I might go back and fine-tune them, but for now this should work. What happened there? And then those walls should work, but there's no top to the level, so I should probably just kind of make one. These. And that should prevent the ball from jumping out of the level. I can make the ceiling later. So let's see what happens now. So it seems to be working now, which is good. Let's see if these switches work. Oh. Okay. Oh, aiming at the wrong switch. Okay, so that's the switch I want to hit. Oh, I'm going right through that wall. Oh, I guess that's okay. It looks funny. I'll have to fix it eventually, but later I'll be able to go up around. So. Jeez, I am having the hardest time hitting that switch. this switch maybe. Alright. That's one. Okay, so that one worked. Hey, I don't mind. Anyway, it's good. Go up, or don't go up. Okay. Oh. Alright, alright. Getting places. Okay, so more colliders are missing. Let's take care of that. So we've got our passage with obstacle bricks. That one appears to be there. This is the one that I went right through. That might be the issue. They're both like I bet they're all like that. What are these? Put them where they're supposed to be, something like that. So it seems to be working now. Or am I still? Oh, I'm not even in the right room. Okay, let me move it up one more room. Stay in there. There's the ball. Okay, so that was the issue there. Everything was just moved over. Probably, hey, what's up, Easy Perp? Yeah, I probably hit the V key and like moved everything over to the sprite rather than the sliders. Yeah, Easy Perp, I'm just working on my game here. It's Retro Spaceball is what I'm calling it. It's kind of a working title, but haven't come up with a better title yet. Basically, it's like Space Invaders or Galaga mixed with pinball. So as you can see, I can hit this ball around, and the object is to get it to the top of the level where there's like a goal receptacle type thing, and that beats the level. So it's kind of simple, but Like any game, it's complex just because it's a game. So there's the goal, and I beat the level. Of course, it's not done. So I want this to be like a maze kind of thing. So I want there to be like, since it already divides it in two here, you're kind of split in two. Only one of these is going to lead up to the top on each side, so two of them total. And then yeah. So I'm going to steal one of these. Duplicate it. Take it out of the passage. Just put it there right now. Or yeah, this will work. Is the stage just a background, or am I just testing? This is like a new level that I'm working on, but yeah, I'm still kind of testing it. So it's kind of in its like early forms. Like if I play it from the very beginning for you, you can see it's got a couple enemies and like those laser things, and you can die if you let the ball drop, or if the ball changes its color too much or whatever. But yeah, this is just like in the works, totally super alpha. Thanks, I appreciate that. It's about 6 months in development, but only 2 of those months were full-time. The rest of it I've been working full-time at a frame shop, pay the bills and stuff. So I haven't been deving nearly as much as I'd like to, but gotta pay the bills. Yeah, so there's a lot that's not complete. Like those tubes are going to drop you back down, and then these are going to like stay open until you hit those, and then it's going to close. But it doesn't do that yet. The enemies are going to come out of it. As you can see, it threw an error because I haven't coded that part yet. And there's some glitches. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just kind of filling in what's missing to make it like a level. Yeah, so that's that. gonna have to remember that hotkey. Control Alt F. Yeah, I fucked that up somehow. Where the hell did that go? Not that one. This one. Yeah, sure. You got it on Itch or Gamejolt or something like that? I'd like to check it out for sure. Yeah, I mean mine is too. Yeah, but I'd like to see it. You're a super noob. That's cool. That's alright, man. Yeah, what's your Twitter? I'll shoot you a follow, man. I'm kind of a noob too. I mean, it takes a while not to be a noob. I've only been doing this since 2013 in Unity. I started developing in 2010, so 8 years, and I'm still kind of a noob. I started game art like 2007. Well, started 2D art a long time ago, like 99 or so. But I started 3D art in like 2007. Yeah, but like I said, game development, I'm still pretty new at it. But it's hard to do everything. That's kind of a difficult thing. A lot of people, I realize, aren't doing the whole thing themselves, you know, that's totally cool. But I am. That's where I'm at. Doing the whole thing by myself. And you know, it'd be nice to have a team, but I haven't quite found the right people to work with yet. Cool. I like the enemies. Right on. And this is all you? This is not a team or anything like that, just you? No audio? The art's interesting for sure. But it looks like it's got a lot of action going for it, which is, you know, great. Ten levels, nice. Just you in your garage, right on. Right on. And I see you're using Unity. You said you're a noob. How long have you been working with Unity for? Bats. Following. Very interesting. Cool. Lots of action. Two years ago. Right on. Yeah, I mean it takes a while. Cool, man. Thanks for showing me, man. And once you get a build up, I'd probably like to play it and give you some feedback and all that. Yeah, man, anytime, dude. Anytime. Part of developing is giving other people feedback, because it's just part of it. Yeah, I appreciate the follow. At first I'm like, what the heck was that sound? That sound was a little strange. But yeah, I appreciate the follow, man. Just making the top of the level here so that way when you hit the invisible wall, it's no longer an invisible wall. That's what I'm doing. Doesn't look perfect. As you can see, there's a gap. These are small for some reason. Not really sure why I made them small, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. Polish it up later. A lot of what I've been doing isn't very polished, and that's okay. I'm still kind of prototyping the level. Put some more bad guys in. Where are those buggers? What's that gonna do if I hit play? Die. Alright, it goes right through the wall. So I need to make enemy walls. There's somewhere. They're at the bottom. Enemy walls. There we go. And all of these are tag triggers. So it's going to prevent it from going down. Make another one here to prevent it from going out. Now the player can go right through these, so that's not an issue. But it will stop the enemy from going through the walls. So I'm going to make some vertical ones next. This one's going to be triple wide. They're double wide. So if you're just joining in, I'm working on a level, just kind of prototyping it out. Play it a little bit. It's got some lasers and a few different enemies, a couple different enemies. Basically, it's like Space Invaders and Galaga or something like that, like a vertical shooter, but it's got this pinball, which if it gets to the bottom, then you die. If it gets to the top, then you win. And then there's pickups, like it's got a shield, and then I've got speedy bullets. I plan to make those passages move side to side when they open. And as you can see, the heads-up display, the letters there, they overlap. Just haven't coded them to do anything special. I kind of want, instead of having letters there, I kind of want to make bars that that show you how much is left, because they last, most of them last for 16 or 15 seconds, and they'll have like a bar on the side. I'll let you know how many you have and how long you have left, so that way when you run out of your spread shot, it won't be like a big surprise, like, oh shit, I ran out of spread shot. and there's still some glitchy walls there. And Easy Perp, do you stream development at all, or just keeping it to yourself? Whoa. Right on. Yeah, streaming with a smaller computer is not awesome. I kind of just got this computer that I'm using like January or so, and I had this like really small computer. Like, it was a desktop, but it was tiny. It was one of those like office computers, you know, that like doesn't do nothing. And I tried streaming on that, and it was just lag, total lag. Yeah, that's cool, man. Streaming on your phone for a mobile game, that's totally doable. I mean, obviously, deving it is different than testing and stuff, but testing is still cool, you know. I would stream anything you can, because as I found, it's pretty much the best way to get any type of like acknowledgement from people. Like, most of the testers and stuff that I found was from streaming. It's super hard to share your game on Facebook these days, because the algorithms just like bury it, and it's hard to get people talking about it, especially if they can't see it. So obviously, like Itch or Gamejolt is a great option too, but super hard to make a community on those platforms also. Everything's extremely saturated these days. It's pretty frustrating, really. But Twitch has been greatly beneficial to the development process of this game. Meeting people like you, essentially, is what's keeping this game alive. So, but also, you know, my passion for the game. Obviously, I'm not making money off of it, so if I were to get upset about that, then probably wouldn't keep doing this very long. But like I said, I'm passionate about it. It's not like I'm out for the money. Twitter's great too. I mean, there's tons of people on Twitter, and there's a lot of hashtags you can use to get retweets and that type of stuff. Like, what is the one I'm using? Game Dev, Indie Game, and DevStream are all being hashtagged on this stream, and if I pull up Twitter, let's see. Yeah, so people are liking it, and yeah, getting new follows, added to the list, and then these bots retweeted my tweet, so that's cool. Twitter's definitely useful, and I actually just started using Twitter, to be honest, with this game. Like, before that, I think I've made like 1 or 2 tweets. Yeah, Screenshot Saturday is good too. I feel like people kind of expect a lot out of that, and I don't know, I feel like my my screenshots and that type of stuff are never good enough for a screenshot Saturday post, but I feel more comfortable with the dev stream. So this is like the actual first level. Yeah, I need to do more promotional stuff rather than just streams, because like I said, I do feel comfortable streaming and just streaming alone, but people want to see more than that. They want to see trailers, and they want to see promotional stuff, and you know, see the art and animations and that type of stuff without, you know, having to search through devlogs and hearing my voice. And you know, this is pretty unprofessional, really. You know, sometimes I swear and I get pissed off. Sometimes I get frustrated and I can't even figure out what the hell I'm doing. You know, it's like real. Whereas sometimes people want it to be a little bit, you know, made for them rather than making it for me. Which I understand. You know, I mean, I care, and I realize that I need to go down that road a little bit more, but right now it's hard. I don't have much time. I basically come home from work super tired, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work on my game and stay away from my bed, because if I lay down in my bed, then I might fall asleep, because that's how tired I am after. Sometimes it's just like, I need to sleep. I'd love to game dev all the time, but it's just, it doesn't happen all the time. So this is the multi-orb. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, because as you can see, it's like really difficult, and it's not always beneficial. Sometimes it causes more harm than but it took me like 3 weeks to code it, so I don't know, I'll probably delete it, but right now it's in there. But yeah, I started, I put this on itch like really early in development. Which is, you know, super beneficial, really, because then I was getting feedback from the get-go. I mean, not so many people that just like find it organically. Every once in a while that happens, but mostly it's because I'm like, hey, someone play my game, please, someone play my game. Yeah, and this has the music and all that, so I'll pause that. Wait, where's the music? Huh, it's supposed to have music. That's weird. There should be music playing. That's really weird. There's definitely music the last time I played it. I'm not sure why that would happen. Is it like muted? No. For some reason, the music is not working. So this is the old tutorial. I haven't updated it since I rebuilt the tutorial. I do want to do like a horizontal type, do some levels that are like this, but I don't want to make the tutorial that way since the game's not going to start this way. It's kind of stupid to have the tutorial do that way. And it's kind of frustrating, so it's not really the best tutorial. So I'm getting rid of it in the next build. But yeah, it's like quite frustrating, really. You keep hitting the ceiling and then it bounces you back down, and then you bounce the other way. This is like the third or fourth attempt at making just this tutorial, and you know, the first one didn't have the walls that appeared, which the walls help, but they don't look great, obviously, because I just never went in and polished it. Also, there was a lot of text in the earlier builds, which I've figured out people weren't reading it really; they were just going right past it. Even this, which is, you want to know how to dash. If you don't know how to dash, then the game was really hard, especially because you can get hit by the ball in this version of the game. Like, well, I just got the shield generator, but yeah, the ball hurts you in this version, and it can kill you, which made the game like really difficult for a lot of people. And I took that out in the next build. Instead, you have like a green force field that pops up and it bounces the ball, and you don't get hurt. So now you can only get hurt by the enemy's shots and running into the enemies. So right now the game is kind of easy in that respect, so I'm probably going to make more enemy shots, you know, make them shoot faster and aim at you better, things like that. Like, obviously the multi-ball does no good here because now it's trapped in this room. Yeah, and I found people had trouble in this room. If they got up high and then fell back down, the ball would be at this plane where they couldn't get it to move, and it kind of broke the game. That happened when I was testing with different people. So deleting that tutorial is gonna fix that headache. Really wish there was sound. I don't know where the sound went. I think that's kind of strange that the sound is gonna put on the background music. Whoa, whoa. Way too loud. Alright. Whoa. So sometimes the multi-ball helps, but it's still just like, whoa, overload. Yeah, I mean, you gotta give the player like something to shoot for, really. You know, that's the main goal. But I feel like the new tutorial does a lot better job of that. I can actually show you that instead of playing this. I think it's this one. Yeah, so there's still some text, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I gotta tell the player how to dash. Otherwise, you won't know that you can dash. And it's super helpful to be able to dash. But this is the new tutorial. Right now, you can't die from the ball hitting the bottom. I'm planning on making like breakable blocks. I've already done the art, and I already know the code for it. I just haven't implemented that yet. Oh. So I mean, it's not like extremely easy. I mean, you still gotta hit the ball and move it upwards, because that's the point of the game. But
for individuals temporarily,
it's not really difficult either, because as frustrating as it can be, like, you're not dying yet. So these things up here, they're a little bit more frustrating than I'd like them to be. I'm gonna make them like a single width instead of a double width, the way that they are, and make them break also. So when you hit them, they go away with the ball. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It can be a little bit frustrating, but it kind of adds to the fun, I'd say. I mean, I've been playing it for months now, and I'm still having fun getting frustrated at it, you know. So that was the simple tutorial, and then it goes back with the levels again. And there's only like well, tutorial and then 5 levels in the build that's on the itch, and then working on that 6th level. And there is a boss at the last level, and I'm working on another boss, but that's far from being implemented. Basically, I made the boss like really big, and it's taking a long time to do all the pixel art, and I haven't even started doing the animations yet, so it's probably going to be like the final boss, which was my plan when I started it, you know, just to kind of to do something like kind of larger in scope than the last boss. And because the last boss was like super, or the boss that's in the game now is like super simple, and it's all mechanics that I already knew how to do, and art that was really easy to make. So I want to do something kind of the opposite to see how hard I could make it on myself, and then probably go back the other direction from there and make all the next bosses a lot easier, just so I kind of have direction for myself.
Without the help to bail him out, he was caught up in a disorganized turmoil, in a hell of madness gone mad. This, then, is the Bum Trip, the final face-to-face meeting with oneself, with a whole choking mess of personal conflicts bursting forth. The acid head has taken over. Wow. The acid head has taken over. Wow.
So the controls are pretty minimal. It's just like the well, WASD. Well, really it's just WSD because, or no, AD, because the S button doesn't do anything. The space bar, if you hold down the space bar, it makes it so you don't have to double tap to dash, which is nice. Because otherwise you gotta kind of get a finger workout. On mobile, there's no option to automatically dash. Might implement that later. I'm not sure. I'm planning on reworking the mobile controls because like right now they're buttons, but if you like slide, it doesn't do anything. So what I've actually done is made a slider for it, but I wanna redo that also. So there's a lot of things that I'm doing all at once, and that's kind of why this next build is taking a while. I'm not sure exactly how much is going to get implemented into the next build, but it's all under the hood type stuff for the most part.
Ryan's rocky journey ended 12 hours after it so innocently had begun.
So I got 3 balls now. It's kind of fun with the balls, like the multi-ball, but it doesn't really help in the game that much. No. And then the scoreboard, it really just has that one frame where my plan is to make like actual animations for a whole bunch of different, I think there's like 9 or so different animations I want to make. So when you hit the ball, you know, when you hit the enemy, when you get hit, when you die, when you win. Oh, I just died. And I wanted to keep it like that retro color, like that orangish amber, like a pinball arcade machine. So, you know, that's fun. And people seem to like that so far. Also, I wish that the music was on to show you guys the music. I could do that. Let me restart the game. Kill the music. And where's the start scene? Start scene. Yeah, so this one, the start scene has the music in it. And then I can hit the continue button and jump to the level I was at. I think it was this one. I can make this a little bit bigger. Yeah. That bastard shot my ball down. So I haven't really done any work developing the story to it yet in the game. I mean, I kind of have it in my head. Basically, you're stealing these orbs from like plants, like power plants on stars, right? So it's like a sci-fi thing where there's like, it's almost like a heist. You're stealing from these aliens or whoever, you know, inhabits the level. And so this is like the plan, and then what's gonna happen when you get to the top, instead of it just like freezing the game like that and saying great job, it's gonna hopefully, if I get to it, it's going to make like a quasar out of the mini orb. Like the orb's like a mini star. Like you're stealing part of the star, and then you bring it up to that thing, and it's gonna like explode it, kind of shoot it up as if it's like absorbing the energy. But I haven't gotten that far yet. Oh, what happened? Sometimes the multi-ball causes glitches, which is another reason why I'm probably gonna get rid of it. Basically, this level I was experimenting with like a super wide level, and I kind of like the results. It's not like the best, and I probably make some changes to it to make it fun, more fun. Because it's kind of like, it's not that it's not fun. It's like it's very random. Like if you accidentally hit the ball the wrong way, like it could take you 30 minutes to beat this level. And that was actually pretty quick. The last time I played it, it took at least 10 minutes. Alright, so this is the last level in the itch build, and it has the boss at the end. So these guys over here, you can only hit them with these bullets or hit them from the top. Otherwise, it sends out those like white lines and then it bounces the ball back the other way. And these bubble bouncer guys, my plan is to either make them shrink after they get hit, or make them disappear after a while. Like if they get hit more than once or something, maybe if they get hit 3 times they disappear or something like that, and then maybe come back a few seconds later. I might have a few different versions of the same mechanic and use like colors to differentiate them. Try to make it as dynamic as possible. As you can probably tell, there's a lot of reliance on random in the game, but there's also like a certain amount of skill just from that you need to acquire from playing the game to get by. So it's like relying on random and your skill, like a little bit of both. The more you play, the easier it gets, but sometimes it just does not go. Which is kind of fun if you ask me, because, you know, like right now it's like, it could go back down. Or just keep bouncing that way and not go up, but it went up. And it's going back down now. And I'm still working on the level design and stuff like that to figure out ways to avoid the randomness, and also, you know, like little things like that, like the ball got stuck up there. It's kind of fun that it got stuck up there, because you don't really want it to, but once it's in there, it's like you don't want it to go back down, but you don't want it to stay stuck up there. It's like a little obstacle. And the music is like, it's good, you know, I like it. I mean, I made it, but I like it, and it kind of gets repetitive though. So it's like, I definitely need to make more music for it, because there's only like 4 minutes of music. It's like the whole game. Alright, usually that one takes me a good minute to beat. So as you can see, this turret died because I blew up that cylinder, and now I gotta get the other cylinder up, which is also that's like the quickest I've ever beaten the boss. It's actually not that easy, so that is kind of fun. So that's the end of the game as it is on the itch. I just played through the whole game. Oh. Yeah, so there's that. Get that back. And then I'm gonna go back to the level that I was on and continue what I was doing here. Yeah, I'm just putting enemy walls up. Did that duplicate or not? I hate when it doesn't duplicate. I get so reliant on the keyboard command, and then it just sometimes like you're not clicked in the right spot or whatever, and it just doesn't duplicate. You're like moving the original. Super frustrating. As long as you catch it, it's not so bad. So basically, these enemies, they've got these boxes around them. way this works is that if this box collides with an enemy wall, then it tells it not to go that direction. Same with each of these. So if it hits the left box, it doesn't go left anymore. So if I hit play, so the enemy goes random, but not through the walls. And it just kind of decides a different direction to go. And it's interesting because these boxes are actually enemy walls themselves. So if I take the enemy and I duplicate it a few times, a few even, just to get things to be a little hectic, because sometimes that's fun. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it, and thanks for the compliment. And yeah, I'm gonna shoot you a follow here on Twitch, so I can keep track of what you're doing. But thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Awesome. Yeah, I'll keep you posted. Take it easy, easy burp. Kind of like where those are at. There we go. Probably should have did that before I duplicated them, but what are you gonna do? Alright. They seem to be stuck. Oh, they went in the wall, but they leave the wall. Help them out. Not little bug. Someone help a brother out. Oh, brother. Get him out of there. Yeah. Oh, where's he going? Where does he think he's going? Just hanging out in the wall. So I'm gonna try to figure out why that's happening. So it's because they're two next to a corner and they get stuck. They tend to push each other into each other and then get stuck. He made it all the way through. Look at that. That guy is strong with that bug. Look, that one made it through too. So apparently that's a thing. Of course he's going to be able to go through these walls now. Maybe if I make the enemy walls bigger and the med bugs further away. I don't know if that's gonna help or not. Let's test it. Well, that guy still got out. Guess I should make them thicker then. Oh, yeah, I didn't put these ones out. That would be part of it. Let's see if that helps. No escapees so far. Excuse me while I sip on this jug of water. Okay, so did he come from the bottom? Because I was not paying attention. Look away for 1 second, and then we got an escaped bug. They seem to be getting lodged, but not really too worried about that because they're obstacles. There is some variance, which is nice, and they unlodge too. So. There is the top wall. How thick is that? I'm gonna make that too. Oh, I better turn off my mount. So they are getting out. I don't know how, but they are. Yeah, go. It's the right way. Go, go. So we should probably make a wall there. want to see how they escaped. Not gonna happen now, of course. So that one just escaped somehow, but I wasn't quite paying attention. I feel like it has something to do with, like, the frame rate is getting a little bit choppy. There's just too many enemies, so it can't detect the collisions, I think. But I'm just guessing. Really, the frame rate doesn't seem that choppy for how much is really going on. What I can do is I can optimize that. Just make it so the enemies aren't actually there until they're on screen. Just the objects will be there, but be turned off. So that guy, it's like they're magic. They just somehow get out of there. I look and then that one's like inside the wall. Oh, that one just went right through. Yep, he just went right through. He's back. Well, I'm gonna have to refer to my handy dandy notebook, which I spilled water on, unfortunately. So it's all wrinkled. And the lines have evaporated. But somewhere in here there's a level design. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Okay, so basically I was going to make like a laser beam across the bottom there. And laser beam on the wall. And make like a funnel. That was the plan. Oh, and I was going to do laser beams down here somehow too. Probably in these gaps. Yeah. I do think I'm going to call it a night though. I gotta wake up for work, unfortunately. Continue framing. I got a lot of compliments at work today though. People telling me that I was kicking ass and how do you do it so quick, and you know, that whole number. And it's rough work. Looking pictures all day long, one after another. Frame. The last shop I was at, it was like sit around and wait for work to come. And, oh, we've got work to do, so do a frame. Sit around, wait for a customer. Here it's like no customers, no waiting. Do. And it never gets done. In fact, once you get done, there's more to be done. So it's like you can set little goals for yourself, but it's just piling up. So by the end of it, your back is sore. You know, paper cuts. I had a cut on my thumb there. Yesterday, I cut this thumb. Cut my finger. That finger. A little mark on this. Got little scratches here. Paper is sharp. Fucking paper cuts. Glass cuts. Shit sucks. But you know, they're talking about giving me a raise soon, one of these days. Probably really soon, because I've been past my 90-day period. Money is paying the bills, so without that job, I wouldn't be able to pay for the internet, keep making this game and streaming. So, gotta do what you gotta do. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Go play my game. Give me some feedback about what I'm doing, and follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Got a Discord. I don't really my own Discord chat room too much, but I'm on Discord all the time. Rick Oakland and hashtag 9115, I think. Double check on that. I don't remember how to check that. Oh, is it because it's in streamer mode? Yeah, 9115. Hashtag 9115. Shoot me a message or whatever, you know. Keep it cordial. And, yeah. And I'll probably post a link for my Discord channel on my Twitch eventually. I just haven't made a panel for it, mostly because there's people in it, including me, so I haven't really been keeping up with that. But yeah, 11 o'clock here, and like I said, I gotta wake up, so have a great night. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Peace.